keeper of the light. These polite heroes that heal you.
His face is not agreeing with this.
I can take it. I can take it.
I don't see him I don't see him as a Spirit Breaker player, but he enjoys it. And tell us why is Spirit Breaker great here.
So, all right. First of all, Nigma's really struggled to win much or anything right now. And why? Because he can't muster any aggression. What's the most aggressive hero in the game? Spirit Breaker. What's the hero when a new guy wants to play Dota and you're like, what's the easiest hero to start on, but has the highest skill cap? I'm not going to try and do that one. It's Spirit Breaker, right? You just want to go. Timbersaw, reaction pick, 2 strength heroes. It's going to be pretty strong in laning phase, but you got a Vessel buy on the Earth Spirit, and it's simply the fact they have so many mechanisms to collapse on laning phase. I think if they can just continue to get a nice bit of oomph in their draft, get me a Darks in here. Let me just have some all-out run.
Yeah,
all my opinions are now diluted by seeing the cap, by the way.
Going back into reality, they did pick Timbersaw versus these 2 heroes. Timbersaw should have a very decent game already. You don't have if these 2 are supports, they are 4 and 5. I guess Spirit Breaker will be your 5. It doesn't feel that great. If it's the offlane Spirit Breaker, then it's comboed with the position 4 Earth Spirit. The laning stage itself isn't that great unless they pick something different, some 5 that can work with him in the lane. Already, these 2 are big, beefy, aggressive boys. They're completely different from whatever Team Nigma has picked before, but I already am not the biggest fan. Not very encouraged by this.
I got a little bit, I won't get too carried away, but no. We got to think about, so last time they actually played Spirit Breaker on Nigma was when they had Weehaw playing the Meepo mid, and they put the Spirit Breaker on offlane. So they have shown, it was like a month ago as well. So it's like one game, they've played it, and it's that ability just to be able to fight. The important thing here is, Earthshaker, we already mentioned it many times during a draft, it's a hero that needs time. If it's position 5, it's fine, because you just exist, you play off Fissure, it's whatever. But if you're a pos 4, you feel like you need to take a lane to farm. And the good thing here for Nigma is Timbersaw, he likes to stay in the lane and be static and not really leave. He likes to pressure. He can TP rotate, but then you displace him. He never pressures the tower. So now you have the issue where, or the ability to ignore the Timber. Sure, he has a good lane, but you might be able to own the rest of the map, right? Because you're pressuring with numbers advantage.
Let's just talk about these 2 picks that have been picked out right now. Pugna from Nigma, obviously, they're super capable of playing the hero. It's a deny pick because maybe Secret are thinking about that combo Shaker Pugna. At the same time, instantly from Secret comes out the Oracle. That's not only good versus the Pugna, but there's a slight chance that Nigma still go for that mind control Darks here. Right now, I don't think there's a chance because you did pick the Oracle, and the pick is pretty much denied. So
this is, I think, kind of like a flex for them, where they now have the okay, so go Ursa.
Ursa Warrior.
Yeah, like they now have a really strong ability to put Pugna on offlane, Spirit Breaker 5, Spirit 4. Like they can pretty much set up their draft for this last pick. I would prefer to see. Obviously, Ursa in the carry lane, because obviously Ursa v Timbersaw, Ursa has plenty of fun. He can also, if you aggro tri-lane, he's a hero that can stay solo against his Timbersaw. So if you put this Pugna potentially in that off-lane role, you're going to have a lot of aggression, a lot of run at you. Oracle by himself doesn't really do much. Like Oracle Earthshaker in a defensive tri-lane isn't too hot. So potentially his first tower could fall pretty easily. Timbersaw doesn't have too great of a time in off-lane. There's potential right now, because they've set themselves up for last pick, that this could be a very scary draft for Nigma, and unlocked by the Spirit Breaker. I just love the cow, man.
I love it. What you said as well when you were covering off Spirit Breaker, you're like, they don't want to take fights, right, and all this. So what you're telling me is in game 1 they got beaten so badly that they've just gone for the straight out, we're going to go heads up, run up and fight for this one.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they get Lycan.
The aggression. Just
so Lycan does the exact same thing, but in a better way.
He actually just pushed, So this is the big downfall for a lineup that wants to fight. Naturally, a fighting lineup doesn't really come innately with wave clear. What punishes when you can't push out waves and defend your towers? Push. And then they pick up a Lycan on Secret. So pretty much they've identified the fact that they will never be able to get their draft to a fighting position. So as long as they have a way out of the game, they're in a good spot. So I like this Lycan pick for sure. It gives Secret a mechanism of actually playing some of these 10 to 15 minute engagements. Offer up the Timbersaw, trade the tower.
Could you possibly guess in a wild world where Nigma's going to go next?
Well, they have last pick, so it literally could go anywhere, because Pugna could be mid or offlane, Ursa could be mid or carry. Spirit Breaker could be 5, or like there's flexibility in 3 of the heroes right now. So even the Earth Spirit could be.
It's very versatile.
Yeah, like every 4 heroes go anywhere.
Yeah, so you're happy to say they've been versatile this time. This is not as quirky as before.
It's still as quirky. There is better potential for the lanes at least. Okay. You won't end up with something like a Bounty position 5. Instead, you might end up with the Spirit Breaker position 5. And
Moo.
How much better that is, I'm still not sold.
He can tell you. He can definitely tell you.
Like, I mean, I've played it quite a lot in pro games. But right now, the hero, if you want to have success with it, it needs a little bit of space, needs a little bit of
armor. You need
level
2, pretty much. That's what he's saying. You need level 2, charge and bash, and you go. Don't stop.
If there's potential on mid lane, perhaps to play it there and to get the hero killed, then yes. But I already see one lane that he's not going to do anything on.
Is the Timbersaw lane.
Is the Timbersaw lane. The Lycan lane as well can be very difficult for him to deal with.
But that's why, like, so if... so because they picked the Oracle, you have this Earthshaker 4, right? So you've already shown that the position 4 isn't going to be too much of a playmaker. They go for Storm Spirit.
Alright, it does give you a hero that you can dive on.
You can kill him.
Yeah, if you get the hero that's now good on that mid lane, if you don't put Pugna on the mid lane, if you get something perhaps a little bit more aggressive that can follow up the charge, you might be able to abuse the Storm Spirit pick for quite a long time until he gets that 6.
Like this, I don't know if Meepo is banned, but it's one of those games where the casual players are like, oh, but they've got Shaker, they've got maybe like the Timbersaw, it might be annoying to play, yada yada. But it's like, it's such a clear timing of just all-out aggression. The Meepo will be able to farm against Storm, you'll be able to run him over.
It's not the hardest Meepo game, even versus the Shaker and Timber.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The new Scuddy build, as long as you manage to play the Ursa into the Timbersaw lane and you slow him down a little bit, it would be an all-right of a Meepo game.
He can buy Silverage as well for the Timbersaw. Oh, I think it's actually banned out last, actually, the top right corner. I can't see it, but I think it's banned out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Take that back. It's a very good ban from Secret, but okay. They just need, like, I think, any lane winner against Storm, and then they just play off of their tempo. Like, the Pugna pretty much unlocks the draft for we can actually take towers, but it's just Lycan factors. The double mobility on Lycan Storm, where if you have to kill one, you have to use so many resources that you probably aren't going to kill the other core. Like, you charge, you roll in, you kill Lycan, and then Storm just zips through and you're like, The Necro, it gives you laning presence. You should be able to obviously. It gives you
another type of beef, right? It gives you a way to deal with the Timber with that sight versus the Storm. You can put it on the offlane now as well versus the Lycan, right? But you're still picking it into an Oracle.
No, exactly.
That's not really that great.
Like, I like the idea. I like the changing up from Nigma. It's just this Necro. It's all like two heroes I'm not really a fan of are Brew and Necro. And unfortunately, Nigma picked Brew in one game and the Necro in the second. I think they needed maybe one more lockdown to enable the rest of the draft to own the map. I think Necro might be a little bit too passive. Sure, you have the Scythe, but again, like Lizard said, you have the Oracle against it.
Let's look at the upsides. Coming from Team Secret, you know what Shaker is going to be buying.
Yep.
You know what Oracle is going to be buying, and none of these heroes really likes to go for that Vessel. Maybe Oracle, but he's never going to find that farm. So having the Pugna and the Necro can work out for them. They have this beef in front of them, supported by the Necro and the Pugna. There's a lot of sustain coming from them. I actually like this draft quite a lot, and I'll even lean with Team Nigma. I know that so far they've had horrible games, and this doesn't look too great as well, but let's go game 3 at least.
Lizard just started on the wild picks.
I just want them to win one series. It doesn't matter to Secret. It matters to us. We want to see tier 1 Dota. So
our commentators are ready though, so be real quick for me, T-Gov. Where are we going?
Secret.
No, I'm going to go Nigma. I think they might be able to just play a little bit aggressive enough to potentially close it out.
Believe in the breaker.
Believe in the breaker.
Believe in the cow.
The last word from T-Gov and Lizard as we move over to OD Pixel and Lacoste. Do you really think the Nigma have got a chance in this one, guys? Are you believing with our crazy analysts on the desk?
I don't know. I'm going to leave that one over to the expert, Lacoste. I mean, Lacoste, do you sort of agree with T-Gov and Liz? Do you like this sort of full aggro lineup that Nigma's running this game?
Well, if they can pull it off, like the laning stage, they have two ways of like stopping the Lycan. You have a Ghost Shroud, you have a Decrypify on Pugna, a lot of control. Ursa's gonna have a good laning stage if he's matched up against the Timbersaw. So it's a much better draft from Nigma. I'm really liking it more than what they had in game number 1 for sure.
And you, sort of as Tika touched upon, you don't mind that they went for this like Pugna Necro into an Oracle? You think they've got sort of enough ways of getting on top of Puppey in the fights to make sure that he cannot make those clutch saves against whoever gets focused by that magical burst?
That's the downside. That's the part that I don't like.
Yeah.
But they have like 3 gap closing heroes that can find the Oracle. I think this game is going to be super entertaining for sure.
Yeah, we're going to have both squads running at each other for sure. At least, especially if it's Nigma able to make those fights happen on their terms with these, core heroes that they do have, the Pugna, Necrophos, and Ursa. They are going to want to collapse on heroes very early on in the game. See on the bounty runes, Nigma's going to be able to get the lion's share of them. 3 bounty runes going towards Team Nigma, so a little bit of a cash boost to help them out at the start of this game. And so the lanes, as it seems to be, as you say, Miracle wanting to be against the Timbersaw, but he's not going to find him. Zai's going to be top, Miracle starting bottom. You are still playing into a melee hero lane, so there will be the little bit of carefulness that the Lycan's forced to play with. Map2 is on that safe lane because of the threat of these 2 heroes.
Yeah, but you're playing 2 melees now against the Oracle and some Wolves, which means that like you get close, you're gonna get harassed a lot. And you can see it, like Miracle, 300 HP missing.
Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah, that's...
Even Yapstor is here.
Yeah, Yapstor's here as well to really mess with the Ursa level 1.
This is a very nice setup from Team Secret. They can run a tri-lane and you leave Timbersaw in 1 versus 1 scenario, which he does not mind. Like, he wants to get the solo XP.
I was going to say, it's a little bit of a repeat of last game. As Zai gets the sort of lane set up where he's able to have a pretty free time to start. We saw what he was able to do with that in game 1. We'll see if he can do some similar magic here in game 2. And this mid lane, We Are versus Nietzsche. Obviously, We Are had a very rough game in game 1 on his SF. Do you see him? Is he going to have a better time here? I imagine early on in this lane, right, the Necrophos does sort of rule over the Storm Spirit, right?
I wouldn't say he rolls over him, but he definitely, once he gets the levels, the HP sustain, you don't go for a bottle, which Storm Spirit is forced to go to. But I feel like I didn't see this matchup for quite some time. A lot of things changed, but I still feel like it's Necro favored.
Yeah, I mean, it's just playing against sort of the sustain and spam that the Necrophos offers is not going to be too fun for Nisha. He's just going to make sure that he keeps himself topped up. And obviously on the watch out for potential ganks when they come in. Obviously GH and Kuro, both heroes that can look to get in the face of a Storm Spirit before that level 6 is hit. We're seeing at the moment side lanes wise, Map2 able to utilize the camp as well, getting the most he can from this bottom lane. And top, as you say, Zai, he's going to be more than happy soon to hit the level 3, and at that point, he's going to have enough regen to stay pretty much topped up in this lane, despite the spam from Mind Control, and Zai even trying to play a little aggressive there. Getting in the face of Mind Control with the Timber Chain. Kuro's making the pulls happen, keeping the lane in good position for Mind Control. And the mid CS continues to be even. Yeah, both heroes just pushing and pulling back the lanes each time between the Death Pulses and the Remnants.
Yapstor's still low 1. They're giving solo XP to Lycan, which I think is what they need to do. Like the hero, once he hits like level 6, it's a completely different hero. And Ring of Bassi / Sage Mask is one of the better early game items you can get. Like the mana regen is insane.
Oh yeah, for sure. Allows them to get a good few rounds of the walls out to help him with the CS. And as you say, just the harass trading with Miracle, despite Miracle having the Fury swipes. Miracle's going to try and commit here, jumping forward with the Earth Shock. Roll forward from GH, he's able to find the slow onto Map2. Map2 needs help. The Fisher is out, and Map2, he's going to live. The Absol and Puppey are able to help out.
The first blood.
Just in time, and my goodness, not a second too late either.
And Wolf will be full HP with that healing salve. Extra regen from Tower, Feral Impulse. couple of tangos, and now you're heavily committed.
Yeah, that hurts for the Ursa so much. I mean, you see a Miracle's CS already. He's struggling. Only 6 last hits at the moment down on this bottom lane compared to Map2's 20 last hits and 10 denies. There's a 2-level difference between these heroes. And Miracle just went all in for that attempt. And maybe if he had got that kill, the lane would have been put in a bit of a better state. But he didn't. And now he's going to just continue to suffer here on this bottom lane.
Like Zai is also building these early game items. He understands that I only need to survive. Like I don't need to dominate my lane. I'm playing against the Pugna. So he buys Raindrop, which just buys a Ring of Regen. Pugna is dominating this lane.
See down in the jungle, GH is trying to trade with Yapsa and Puppey, but he is losing this trade. Maybe Miracle can help out. He's trying to run towards Yapsa. There is a charge coming in. So Yapsa is able to turn with the Fisher though. Kuro and Miracle, they're not going to be able to get him. Yapsa with that Fisher play is able to avoid the 2 of them. He'll get out, and again, this is a lot of time where Miracle is moving away from the lane, trying to chase the hero. Map2, 28 and 11, and Miracle, he's still yet to hit the double digits on his CS at 5 minutes in.
They got 3 bounty runes, at least that's something going well for them. But Map2, man, he's level 5.5.
He's massive. The lane setup really has been perfect for Secret down here. Miracle's going to have some catching up to do, and of course Ursa not the best of heroes to play from behind. So mid, GH trying for the connection onto Nisha. Nisha is low on the mana. There's a charge coming in onto him, but Nisha's able to turn and get a hit off onto GH. Charge will be cancelled, obviously too deep for Kuro to dive behind the tier 2s. We can still play aggro onto Puppey. He has the Death Pulse and the Reaper Scythe available with the 1 charge. They're going to look to see if they can find the Oracle, but Puppey keeping close to the tower, and with Yapsaw by his side, they will have a Fisher. As you say, the Yapsaw playing a very sacrificial position, still level 1 at 6 minutes in, much to Map2's favour. As you say, Map2 getting all the XP, but it is going to be a, he's finally hit his 2 at 6 minutes in. But just interesting to see that that is the way that Secret have chosen to play.
It doesn't matter that much if your Earthshaker is like under leveled. He has Boots of Speed. He's good to go. He will get the farm eventually, but if he can secure the lane for his Lycan, that's pretty big. Oh.
So, Nisha with the sneaky setup for the trees, ready to zip in. Mind Control buys a little bit of time for himself with the Decrepify, but he will still fall. Secret successfully ganking the Pugna, and as you say, pretty much the hero that you would have identified as being the one that was getting the most out of this early game on Nigma's side. You want to slow him down if you're Secret.
Oh, for sure. He was having such a great time in the laning stage. Now they made a rotation. Timbersaw is about to hit level 6. So there's even more kill potential, even though he is a bit low on mana. What is he bringing? Just a Soul Ring. Soul Ring, not that great of an item anymore. Like, it got nerfed 2 times. It's also an indirect nerf where you don't like get magic resistance from strength anymore. That's also a third nerf.
Tempting onto Puppey. Puppey, they will get Reaper. They'll get the Oracle. So there's a support down. Nisha's able to zip in and take out GH though before he TPs away. Kuro also potentially in trouble. Yapso hasn't got a Fisher for 8 seconds. Kuro will just try his best to charge out of this, and with the charge
he's going through the tower. Tower's gonna kill him.
Oh yeah, he stops. He realizes Fisher, it's available in cooldown, but not in mana. Still 10 mana needed. Yapsaw, there's the W. TP's cancelled, and Yapsaw will continue to slowly run down Kuro. Kuro, no mana for another charge, and Yapsaw does have 20 move speed advantage, so we'll be able to chase this one down. It's taking a little bit of time.
Fairy Fire, Bulldoze.
Puppey's going to come in, and he's going to take the kill for himself. Yapsaw tried to find it with the Fisher, but Puppey said, no, I'm taking that one with the
Puppey's going to give him clarity for that. Like, I stole your kill, we share the XP, I give you clarity. It's a bro situation, can't really blame him.
It almost looked like Puppey didn't even realize that Kuro was there. He was just walking down the lane and still was like, oh, hang on, you're chasing Kuro? All right, I'll kill him. Now 4 for 1, Secret starting to get a little bit of an early lead, 1k up. Nigma are trying to play to their strengths here. Both Weehaw and Mind Control are strong. But Secret, they're going to move in. Onto Mind Control. Mind Control tries to self-decrepify, but he just gets popped through that as Weehaw also blocked off by Zai with the Ghost Shroud and the 1 charges. He is back up to full. Kuro charging in onto Puppey. Puppey being the focus. Puppey Able to fade Edict himself as Nigma cannot dive any deeper for the Oracle. He'll be fine. But is the push slowed down a little bit? This tier 1 is still very low in the mid lane. We are trying to stick around to finish it off. Zai trying to hold the fort, hold them back. Miracle resulting to a bit of jungling. Will find himself a tasty bit of jelly.
Oh, bears love honey.
Oh, they do. They do indeed. Mid lane. YapzOr. We'll get this kill here. He tries to stop them with the Fisher, but with the 4 of them, they'll kill off the Shakers. So Nigma, they are getting objectives. They're able to push and play aggressive. Problem is, space is there on the map, and Map2, he is a master of the space. Necrobook already coming out, the level 2, and 500 away from that level 3. So we saw obviously a quick level 3 Necrobook last game on Zai. Map2 is on track to beat that timing this game. He's had complete free farm on the Lycan.
I believe Universe is master of the space, not with Timberman, but okay.
That's true. It's a close second, you know.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a very fast Necrobook 3 once again. Yeah. Then you have another way of like dispelling things.
On mid. Nigma still playing around with Secret despite having already taken that objective. Both GH and Weeheart remained in the area, and all that ended up was giving Nisha another kill. He's 2-0-2. The DD room will get denied. Map2 trying to chase him with the ultimate. Zai cutting across, able to slow down Weehaart with the chakra and the root from Puppey, holding him within it. Weehaart will fall. TP's come in, but Miracle's got to get out of it. He's not prepared to fight into this full force push of Secret. A Secret off the back of that kill. They'll try for the tier 1. TPs are coming in. Zai in position to start the fight off though. Nigma do try and commit mind control. The trees are cut. He'll drop down the ward. Roll forward from GH. Drops the ult onto Nisha. Nisha's getting low. Fate's Edict will protect him from some of the magical damage. He tries to turn and punch back. Kuro continuing to persist and stay on top of the storm, but he's taking too much damage. The Spirit Breaker goes down. GH gets cut across as well by Zai. Moving in with a cheeky Ironwood tree play there to set up the Timber Chain.
It's the best item you can get on Timbersaw, level 1. You can deal extra damage from whirling that or just run away with the Timber Chain.
Yeah, it really is.
Still chasing it. You can see Zai's understanding of this game. Like, he's not building any greedy items. He's just... this is the second set of raindrops that he bought.
Yeah, and it's paying off. It's making it impossible for them to burst him in these engagements. 2-0-3. Yeah, once he gets the hood and almost certainly the pipe online for the team, a lot of Nigma's power at this stage, it's going to be shut down. And that power, of course, already very limited in comparison to what Secret have built up in. 9-2, 2k lead. And you're just seeing all 3 cores, right, of Secret. Nisha's not died, Map2's not died, and Zai hasn't died. You haven't managed to kill any of Secret's cores here at 12 minutes in. It's a big worry already for Nigma's. Mid lane, GH tries to roll away. YapzOr says no, drops an Echo Slam straight onto the head of the GH Spirit. The Secret can look to finish off this tier 1 mid. Miracle, he's heading across. He's got his phase boots, but that is all at this stage of the game. Still many items that he needs to be any threat to Secret's heroes. Map2 is taking this tier 2 top 12 minutes in. Nigma's got to do something about it. They're coming in now with the TPs. Map2 popping the ult in an attempt to escape, and he'll be able to run his way away from Weehaart. Turns over towards Kuroki. Kuroki being healed up by Mind Control. The Necrobooks, though, just doing so much damage. They have to decrepify. Mind Control tries to keep him safe, but Puppey steps over the Purifying Flames, nukes down Kuro. Over to Miracle they go. Miracle popping the ult, retreating as well, as Map2 continues to just micro his army that is messing with Nigma so much. Weehaart is now out of mana. They do get the Spirit ult off, turning towards YapzOr, but the fish is out. Miracle dies, he has no ult to rely on. Weehaart continuing to just get beaten down by Map2's summons, as Map2's micro destroys Nigma. GH is trying to escape, but you cannot run. Map2 comes over with those level 3 Necros, as GH will almost certainly fall as well. Map2 dominating in all senses here. 4-0-5, this game 2. 13 minutes in, it's beginning to look like it's going to go the same way as game 1, Lacoste.
They had Necrobook 12 minutes in. Last game, they had it 11 minutes in Necrobook 3 this time. So there's a way of dispelling, like they literally have more heroes. This is how Necrobook is strong right now. And Ursa, I see Vlad's queued up by Ursa. Like, you need damage. If he decides to go for Vlad's, they literally have no damage. All the magical damage is mitigated by Oracle.
Yeah.
The Sarm on top of that. Like, who's gonna scale? If you go Vlad's, you're not gonna... Even if you have, like, Basher at the moment, it could change things a bit, but he has 100 gold in the bank.
They're gonna try and go on Map2. They do manage to find him. Nisha's able to zip across in time. Map2 getting low. They've got the Reaper's Scythe. They'll finish him off. It's a big kill for Nigma. They do get the Lycan. Can they try and chase for more? GH looking towards YapzOr. He's not able to kick out with the Boulder Smash, though, still on cooldown. Nisha still having a bit of a poke at Nigma from the sidelines. The ward is down, so he does have to respect that a little bit. Miracle stepping away from his team. He's getting bursted, has the ult, turns over towards them. Puppey still has False Promise available to save whoever gets gone upon. GH, he's in trouble. They'll zip forward. The Fisher clipping Miracle. GH taken out by Nisha. Over towards Miracle they go. He's got no ult to rely on. Nisha gets the double kill. Over towards Weeha they go. They may have killed Map2, but they're paying big time with 2 heroes down. YapzOr drops a slam. Triple kill for Nisha. The buyback comes out from Kuro. Zai starting to disengage. The mana is low on Secret.
Block him off with Fisher. That's it.
Done exactly that. The buyback from Kuro won't allow Nigma to find anything in return. And that is the problem with how far behind Nigma are. They can commit everything to kill one of Secret's cores, to kill Matumba Man, but Secret can very easily just turn and take the favorable trade at this point.
Secret supports are like complementing each other so well. Like they're taking care of another. You can see how close they're standing in a team fight. Like Puppey's in trouble, there's gonna be a Fisher. If Earthshaker is taking any kind of damage, Puppey's gonna save him.
I mean, you gotta look at this. Look at this YapzOr Shaker's KDA. He's 1-1-17. This is a man who was level 1 at 6 minutes, and he's been involved in 18 of the 19 kills that Secret have had. The amount of moves and involvement that he's had has been insane to start this game off. Bottom, Puppey will be found. There's a 3-man Fisher again from YapzOr. They try and move in onto Map2. Map2 stepping back with the ult. Can they actually do anything in it? But they've got 5 heroes. They've killed off Oracle. Can they get anything else out of this? Kuro charging in onto Map2. It's underneath the tower though. Nisha's able to zip across, pull Kuro back into tower range. Kuro will fall. That's a dieback.
They know. They're picking out this ward in the lane. Also, Team Secret is so strong right now. They can get the Roche, and every single time you steal Roche from like Templar's Assassin's lineup, Ursa's lineup, they kind of suck after that. They're relying on having Aegis in their hands.
And there's very little chance that Secret's going to give them any chance of taking that. Nisha on the hunt with his invis. Maybe seeing if he can find a quick grab. Miracle. Can he burst him? That's the question before Miracle get the ult off. He's going to try. He pulls him in. Miracle's low. Does get kicked back. The silence was there from the Earthsprint to stop the Fisher, and they are able to turn. They get Nisha. Very, very nice silence there from GH. He was able to clip YapzOr before a Fisher came out, preventing the enrage from Miracle. So little moves like that from GH, ensuring that Secret do lose that hero, lose the Storm Spirit.
I don't think you can kill Ursa there. He is fairly tanky. But you can try to like force Enrage and just get out, but the GH with the very quick silence.
Yeah, absolutely bang on from GH there. Otherwise that would have taken another turn for the worse for Nigma without a doubt. That would have been a dead Ursa once again. As it was able to kill Map2. No, sorry, kill Nisha now. So now they've managed to tackle 2 of the cores. They've managed to kill Map2 once, they've killed Nisha once. Zai, of course, is still yet to be touched. He sits there in the superior KDA realm of 507. This Timber hasn't died, and he's definitely the harder out of the 3 to take down. But Nigma able to slow down, sort of stop the bleeding a little bit.
They were sort of going for pipe, like new pipe. We got the nerf to have an extra recipe, extra gold cost on top of that. And I want to see Heaven's Halberd. Like, that item is just so insanely good. Amplifies the healing on you and the Sarm against the Ursa. He can get rid of that. Like, YapzOr, man, you said he was level 1, 6 minutes in. He's involved in pretty much every single kill.
Yeah, it's great.
And he has a Blink Dagger, 18 minutes in.
Yeah, he's certainly not been disappointing on his Shaker performance this game. I mean, and last game as well, the whole series it's just been top form YapzOr. Shaker game 1, Rubik game 1, Shaker in game 2, and both performances have been absolutely. You don't get any better than this. Mid lane, Weeheart has the Greaves complete. See what he does start to build into next. Just trying to buff up this 5-man team fight that Nigma have in a way that he can keep his heroes alive. They do a lot of damage on Secret. They're going to need a lot of sustain. Eyes onto Weeheart. Map2's in with the chase. There's the block from YapzOr. Drops down the Fisher. Weeheart's able to get the Ghost Shroud out. He'll back up, but the Dispel's there. Takes it off. Weeheart's falling low. Kuro tries to help, but there's no saving the Weeheart Necrophos as he falls yet again. Kuro also to go down. Zip across for Nisha. He's still got mana to play with as GH also caught out. 3 dead again.
Spirit. Like, this Lycan can do whatever he wants, if you, like, think about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a Ghost Shroud, Pugna's gonna decrypify me. There's 4 other heroes, and there's a ton of, like, magical damage. Just a burst from Oracle, and there's a Dispel. One of the reasons why he decided to go straight into that Necro book, no Helm of the Dominator this game. Just wanted to add that Dispel straight away.
And as you mentioned earlier, this is a very painful objective for Nigma to lose. Maybe if they could have found some way to get a kill and move Miracle into the pit, they would have been able to start the turnaround. But as it is, losing the Aegis to Secret side, Miracle's game on the Ursa just gets tougher and tougher.
Kuro had enough. Check what he has queued up.
Oh, what's he done? Oh! Excellent build. This is actually a really good... The Battle Fury Breaker. I mean, he's not going to buy it. I hope he does.
He's not going to buy it even if this game lasts for like 80 plus minutes.
Mate, we can dream. We can hope for it.
He's just trolling. He understands the position he is in right now.
No. This is some,
this is it, huh?
5-head play. As we are. Fisher's out. Kuro's going to try and charge across, get them off it, but there's YapzOr in with the 3-man slam. Keeping his game as beautiful as ever. Another beautiful jump. And mind control. He'll try and drain Puppey, but Puppey's able to put a stop to it with the Fate's Edict. Fisher's out once more. Mind control. He'll fall. There's 4 dead on Nigma. GH is also at their team wiped. It's been a rough series. It's been a rough tournament for Nigma, and it's not getting any better here, Lacoste. If anything, it's only getting worse here.
Yeah, it's really not looking good for them. Also, this was a fight with Storm Spirit, who just finished the Bloodstone with Arcane Rune. That's how you farm Battle Fury. You try to kill supports in the back lines.
Yeah, I mean, charging in like that when... I mean, they're calling GG with that sort of move. Charging in when your team is dead to 5. You wonder, is it frustration? Are they having a laugh at the moment? Are they keeping spirits high? I don't know if they can. This game is rough. It's 30-5, 12k lead for Secret at 22 minutes in.
Oh, you said they were keeping their spirits high. I think they were keeping their spirit dead, Spirit Breaker dead.
Yeah. I mean, as you say, how much money has he got to go to farm the Battle Fury? Let's look at the positives. He's 580 gold closer towards the Battle Fury. Oh, he's dead again. Okay. All right. He's 500 gold towards the Battle Fury. Mind Control is dead. Nisha is going to live. Weehar's going to die.
Get the kill.
Oh, he's turning.
Nisha's getting last hit.
There we go. Oh, no.
That's just styling.
Oh, no.
All right, so let's do the math once again on that Battle Fury.
The Battle Fury check. Well, to be fair, maybe dying is actually good for him, because if he's dead, he can't die when he's dead, and when he's dying, he's losing money when he dies.
Wow. I think it just broke the game, Owen.
Whoa! This is a comeback, Lacoste. What the hell? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a comeback.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. It's not. There's no comeback to be had here.
I mean, it is time to call it. 25 Bloodstone charges.
Well, come on. We'll see it buyback from Kuro. Charge in. Just give it one last hurrah. Come on, Kuro. Just charge him. Oh, Nisha jumping in onto Mind Control. Oh, the slam from Yapzor. He's had his fun this game. 2-1 and 27. Not your standard Yapzor game. He's normally the master of kill stealing. This game, he's played a very, very nice, proper support game. 2-1, 27 assists.
If he had 29-1-0, like... That sounds much better.
I mean, in his head, he does. He's like, guys, why'd you keep stealing my kills?
Oh, they're going for a wraparound.
Oh!
Nigma, they're ganking the side lane creeps. Check this out.
They're ganking the small cap. Now, where they go? Oh! Wait, no, they don't know! Oh, it's a trap!
They know.
Oh, it's a trap! Oh, Map2, he wasn't ready for this! He didn't expect that one bit! Oh!
This is what you get for leaving us, or we kicking you, whatever happened. GG, that's what they've been waiting for.
That's all they wanted to do this game. The trap was set. Oh, and the game is over.